Welcome back to The Business Experience Show, where you can learn from others' experiences and successes in business.
Welcome to The Business Experience Show. I'm Lisa Caprelli. We have Doc Kramer and Cole Smith. Here in The Business Experience Show, we are all business consultants. We offer small business training in social media and various aspects. We have Cole Smith from Eloc Network to introduce the classes he has offered over the years, and this would be really valuable for the public. Can you go ahead and share with us what you offer?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just from a business experience, just kind of sharing with the next generation of digital media and social media. Lisa, you just kind of asked me to talk about the training, but what I would like to mention first is Eloc. I developed Eloc Network as a global video ad network, which is a TV advertising online with brand-friendly websites. Everyone's familiar with social media,
right?
But the next generation is digital media.
Social media like Facebook. What's social media?
Social media.
I mean, you say everyone's familiar, but it's a vocabulary term. I'm not sure what social media is.
Actually, Kramer, that's a great question, because most people hear social media and they think Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. What does that really mean to their business, right? So we think we have to have a Twitter account or a Facebook account or a LinkedIn account. But what's the message that we put on it? Okay, so we're a business owner. We all have one. Now what? Most people don't know what to do with that now that they have it. And I bet you ask most business owners, they paid someone else to go out and set it up.
And everywhere you go, everyone is supposedly a social media expert.
I've got a few things to say about that, but yes, they all become social media experts. And
I mean, how do you know if I'm a business owner and I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a restaurant owner? How do I know to go to these classes versus someone else down the street that's offering classes and telling me I'm going to learn how to make my search engine number one? What do you teach that's different?
The first thing that, and Kramer, go back to social media. What is social media? What we did is we believe that training and education is the first and foremost.
Right.
If we can teach you how to use it from a business perspective, not just to have it, then we find the business owners come back to us and want to use our services. Okay. And that's real important, because if I can teach you and give you information, you go back and use it on your business and you go, aha, it works.
And the purpose or the goal is for somebody with a business to be able to get their message out, let people know what their product is or why that product might be useful to an end consumer. Is that what the social networking does?
The class really is set up so that you build the digital foundation, so that you now have a message, a marketing message that you're sending out. In our classes, what we do is we teach you to set the foundation up. We also teach you how to write the message and deliver those messages on those different digital foundations.
Well, let's say I'm an accountant. My skills may be in balancing a checkbook or running the numbers or figuring out how to deal with a tax return. What makes me qualified to even know what my message is? Why wouldn't I hire somebody to figure that out to be able to build my brand?
Maybe you don't have the money, or you may be too small.
Or do you find, like I find, that people who run their own business try to become the expert in everything? And so they try to then go on and get their own social media accounts, and then they're like, well, how come I'm not getting 30,000 Twitter followers? They don't know what to do.
No, it's not that they become an expert. They're an expert in what they do.
Right. But that's right. It's hard. What I find is that people have a hard time admitting that they need the marketing package for them, or the right kind. They don't know. And what I always tell people is, you're an expert. You're a cardiologist. You know how to do open heart surgery. I don't. It takes a while for people to realize, you know what? I don't want to learn social media. I want to just hire a team to do it for me.
How many of you guys are visual?
100%.
I bet most of the business owners are visual.
Right.
Everything is so it's not, we don't get it, so we haven't used it.
Right.
So one of the things in the training classes that we put together is actually hands-on. And the hands-on means, here's Twitter, tell me what your message is and how that's going to apply. I will respond to it in the class.
Well, do people actually use Twitter to get their message out, as opposed to they ate at a restaurant or they saw a wonderful show? I mean, Twitter is, as far as I know, is we all want to know where Lady Gaga had dinner or if Chad Ochocinco is going to buy
Not
pizza
true.
for people.
But that's what most people think, though. So you're a business owner. You can get, and I'm going to give a little tip, something,
Sure.
There's a thing called TweetDeck. There's other dashboards that you can use to send your message out. Your Twitter account is almost like your own mini blog. You're sending messages out about your business. Maybe it's about the industry. Maybe it's about policy changes from legal. Maybe it's just good food. It's good information for the consumers that you're doing business. They go on to Twitter or LinkedIn and they do a search. That search is using keywords to pull up relevant information about the industry that they're looking for. We don't think about it like that.
Right.
So if I'm looking for an accountant and I want to know how to get my tax returns, I may go to Twitter. And I may say maybe there's a bonus or a coupon or something to use their service. We're not thinking like
and people do that on Twitter? They give dollars off or coupons?
Absolutely.
And what about Yelp? Is that considered social networking,
Absolutely.
also social media? Because people will do that to check reviews of doctors or accountants or lawyers or restaurants.
Yes, and you should be checking your Yelp. One of the other things that I want to say is even on your search,
Right.
we're sending messages out.
Mm-hmm.
We will teach you in the class how to monitor your business if anything negative is said about your business on the internet and how it will feed that information back to you.
I know. Then you call Tom Martin and he goes out there.
Yes, Tom Martin is going to be the guy we call.
That's right.
We have Cole Smith from Eloc Network. We have a caller on the phone. We have Brent. Are you there?
Yes.
Hi, Brent. Thanks for calling into the Business Experience Show. I know that you're a former you're a former student of Cole Smith. Will you share with us your experience?
Well, I was very fortunate to get to meet Cole and also to get to spend a great deal of time with him in his training classes for social media. So if anybody has spent any time doing the do-it-yourself social media, trying to learn how to actually, do it
yourself.
leverage as much as possible, most people find that it becomes overwhelming. That was my case for sure because there's just so much to learn and it changes so quickly. My experience with Cole is he has spent so many years at this and stays up with the things that change as they change. And so what would have been overwhelming is broken down to simple A, B's, and C's.
Brent, do you mind sharing?
Literally,
Do you mind sharing with us what your business is, what your industry is?
business development.
Okay.
So it's basically now because of all that training, I still do social media. I still have internet marketing companies. And because of the training with Cole, the things that he taught me how to set up are still running to this day.
And has that helped your business?
Oh, yeah, because, thank goodness, to do social media things by yourself without automation would just take every hour of the day.
Right.
Cole taught me and the others that were in class how to set up automation so that there's things that can run on autopilot. So you're constantly growing your business even though you're off really doing something else like running your business or doing anything else you can to enhance your business. But you don't need to spend all of your time doing the social media intricacies. There's ways of automating it, and those are just some of the many, many, many tools that I learned from Cole.
Can you give us some success tip that you learned from his class?
Two just that quickly come to mind is Twitter, for example. There's a way to automate Twitter so that you can constantly grow your following without you having to be in there and manually doing it.
And why is that important?
Well, you want to have a large following because in the world of social media, you want to become the person who is the go-to person in your industry. So that you have a name that's recognizable, so that people know, like, and trust you, and that's one of the benefits of social media. I heard you just briefly talking about Yelp, and that's one of the benefits of Yelp is it's a referral type of business where other people are, adding their stars or recommendations, so it doesn't come across like an advertisement.
Right, and it's an endorsement from a third. It's supposed to be, at least. It's an endorsement from an independent third party, a customer that either says they liked the experience or they didn't like the experience, and it carries with it more credibility than if I say I'm the best dentist in town. I think it's better if there are 10 people that said Kramer's the best dentist in town.
Yes, and that's a good, and that kind of ties right back into, why was that important, as far as why is it important to grow your Twitter following or any other following. I mean, because now things have expanded. Of course, Facebook is huge now. It's a great thing to leverage. Pinterest is another newer one that can be leveraged. But in all cases, it's about the following if you're going to use it for business purposes. And it's a very delicate process to use those social media channels for business. So it all is based on you being the person that someone knows, likes, and trusts, and it's about you giving value to the community that you're a part of in all of those social sites. And
Brent, also, when you took the classes with Cole and through Eloc Network, did you change your brand messaging on your website? Did you get videos for internet optimizations?
All the above.
Okay, so is that something you learned also with these classes?
Yes, it was. I learned that it's critically important to have your brand be the same on all social channels.
Okay.
So that
Joe,
was
you
something
mean
that
the brand and the message is the same? What you're pushing in one social broadcast,
platform.
You're pushing in all of them, in all the platforms.
Yes, because when people find you in all those places, you look bigger and more important when your brand is consistent throughout.
Hey, I've got a question for you, Brett. What's your tweets on Twitter? How many? Do you know?
No.
We'll have to check. Maybe we'll check that in a break. Thanks for calling in, Brent, to the Business Experience Show. We'll put you on hold 1 second. Cole, I want to ask you a quick question when we come back regarding Mr. Brent and the class, and you can give us information where to find the information on your next class. I know you haven't posted it yet, so we'll talk about that when we come back.
Okay, perfect.
You're listening to the Business Experience Show. I'm Lisa Caprelli. We have Doc Kramer and Cole Smith. We'll be right back after this short break. Are you an entrepreneur who would like to increase your business by becoming more recognizable in your field? Ever considered authoring a book, being on radio, or strengthening your brand, but you haven't yet? Hi, I'm Lisa Caprelli with the Business Experience Show. I can help you remake or revitalize your professional image in ways you only dreamed about or never imagined. Through business, marketing, and networking, I can show you how to put the passion and fun back in what you do. Visit goglossy.com for a free consultation. I would love to help you achieve more. Visit goglossy.com.
Welcome back to the Business Experience Show with Lisa, Kramer, and Cole.
Welcome back to the Business Experience Show. We're with Cole Smith from Eloc Network. We're talking about social media branding, digital branding, and why you need that today if you're a business owner to keep up with technology. We have Brent. You still on the air with us, Brent? Okay, you sound distant. Okay, are you back with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. So you're a former student of Cole Smith's social media. What's your class called?
It's called Digital Media as a Business Perspective.
Okay, Brent, would you recommend this class to other business owners?
Oh, highly.
And did you get to network in the class and get to know other people? And when you got there, are you feeling like, oh God, I'm dumb, and as a business owner, people want to feel like they know everything. So how did you get over that ease?
Oh, well, I think that's a kind of a funny part, because in this case, I think for most people, social media has so many new twists and turns to it all the time.
Right.
It's a challenge for most people to really get to that place where they feel like they know everything.
Yep.
So
Right.
business owners walking in are usually in the same boat of just surrendering and saying, well, I don't really know everything, and I come close to that, so just teach me, just show me. So everybody's in that.
It was
typically they're in
interactive.
that same boat.
Right.
Yeah, and we were very interactive. I mean, we engaged the customers, listened to about their business, and we shared information and tried to help them and give them more information on what they could do for their own business.
So it becomes a big networking opportunity as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And Cole, every week while we do this show, you talk to our 30,000 listeners, and they hear about you talk about putting streaming videos. I don't know that you can do that with Yelp or with Twitter. How does one use videos in the social networking?
I am going to pass that back to Brent and let him answer that, and then I'm going to give you my answer.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Brent.
this is a quiz.
It's a quiz.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, videos are, people tend to watch videos more often. They're more engaging.
Because they're visual,
And-
as we talked about. Go ahead.
Yes, and you can also, like YouTube, you can also use videos as far as something for the word searches as well. So Cole, teaches about search engine optimization so that everything that you post shows up as higher Google rankings, and the same is true for video.
And I'll point out before I retired as a trial lawyer, we used to bring in televisions and videotapes of depositions where we would have them recorded because we'd find that jurors would really pay attention if something was on television.
So,
it was a whole different
right.
process if they were actually watching that. Sometimes they would pay more attention to that than a live witness.
Well, think about the internet as your delivery mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
You can reach literally millions of people with video, and you can with text also, but it captivates us when we have video to see.
Mm-hmm. And
So-
even on phone devices today, everything. I have a friend that's says that her kid doesn't even watch the TV. All they have is their iPad or computer, and constantly searching for what they want to watch. So that's the future of marketing.
The video is your call to action.
Right.
There's two things. One, there's the attention you want to get. And when you use video, you can use it on your Twitter with a link to a web video on your website. Mm-hmm. You're telling them more information. You can engage the customer. You can have them to do something, take next steps. We're going to follow by watching what you see on TV. The digital strategy behind the video, you have to come to my class and I'll tell you more in detail.
Right.
But
And if you'd like for more information on that class, I'm going to give you a phone number. You can text our team at 949-415-8237. That's 949-415-8237. Just mention AM 830, and Cole's going to give you something free. I just put you on the spot, Cole.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to give something free
Yeah.
now? Oh, well, you just send it. We'll get you a message back.
Okay, there you go.
We'll give you a tip on how to optimize your YouTube channel. How's that?
Okay, how about the first 5 people get VIP seating?
Perfect. That'll work too.
Okay, we're just having fun. Brent, do you mind sharing what your business is? You're on live radio. I'm sure you don't mind, and I appreciate you calling in and sharing with listeners more about information to help their businesses.
I'm a business development consultant, so I help businesses grow.
Okay.
So I'm currently working with a high-tech company
Okay.
out of Canada and Hong Kong.
Okay.
They're developing an app for the iPhones and the other phones.
Okay, well, thanks. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm doing the same thing. There's a couple companies I'm doing that kind of work for,
Okay.
helping companies grow their business with
Well,
technology.
maybe we
and
have
apps.
you one day on the Business Experience Show. Well, thanks for calling in, Brent, and
You're welcome.
we're going to continue the conversation. So, Cole, what other information do you want to share about these classes that people have to sign up for? Business owners, entrepreneurs.
One of the things that the class is designed around is from a business perspective. I've been in business for 25 years, so there's a generation gap between people that are running their business that are 40 and over, and then there's the 40 and under. And when we come to a business perspective, we're looking at how we use these tools to run our business and gain traction and conversions. That is the number one most important thing for every business is conversions. How do I use these tools? That's what you will learn
when
in
you
this
talk
class.
about conversion, you're converting a prospect to a paying customer. Is that what you're talking about?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's more vocabulary. I just want to make sure.
No, and that's a great question. And those are the things that we learn in the class and we
Right.
share.
So
And-
if I have a pizza joint and I need people to buy my pizzas, Yellow Pages is out. Social media, Yelp and Twitter, those are in, and it's getting my brand or message out, and then converting them so they actually come in and buy my pizzas.
That's correct.
Okay.
And how to create that consistently over and over. And like Brett said, we're going to help you actually create an automated system in getting your messages out there without you having to spend 24/7 doing it.
We got to close the show. It's been such a great show. Give us your message today for us
Which message would that
about
be?
your classes.
They're great classes, and we would love to have all small business owners come join us. give Lisa a call at the number that she had just given to you.
Yes, Cole Smith, Kramer, I'm Lisa Caprelli. Text our team for any questions about the Business Experience Show. You want to attend our next classes? Go to text 949-415-8237. Text 949-415-8237. We respect your time and work hard to give you as much useful content as we possibly can. Again, for information to reach any of our guests heard today, please go to thebusinessexperienceshow.com.